new moon, everybody. Now is actually a good time to work on that shell. I'm practicing being hardened. Because we're diving really deep now into the depths of our own selves, into those dark spaces and places. It's gonna sting, and we're gonna sting others. But there's a lesson in hardness. There is a time and a place for shadow to work for you righteously. Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon. And this week, we have a Scorpio new moon. And I don't want you to dive into the Scorpio season thinking it's going to be all wars and battles, struggles and strife. But like the trees that have lost their leaves, things are going to be made bare. Things are going to get cold. And we need to learn how to adapt and how to survive and thrive in even the most chaotic of situations. And that's why we harden our shells. That's why we create that exoskeleton. Not for fear of blocking everybody out, but merely for protection against the realities that 3D world brings us. We do need to be hard sometimes. We do need to be fierce. And we need to be able to hold our self-love safe inside that shell. So when it's time for transformation that Scorpio season brings us, we can light ourselves up, burn it all out, and release, and shine. Let's get into our reads. What's up, Gemini? You know, a lot of people are in conservation mode and mindset right about now because we're getting into winter, and so we're starting to think about saving things because the season, there's no more coming in, you know, at least in a natural hunter-gatherer type place and mindset. But not Geminis, no. Burn it all. How are you going to make room for more if you don't burn it up? Just let it go. Use it. If you have it, use it. Alright, Geminis. I appreciate your vigor and valor, your absolute confidence, and I am absolutely certain that that is how your magic works, by the way. Certain of that, where other people save and conserve to make things last, the more that you spend, the more you get back. It just refills. I don't know where you got the autofill feature from in your aspect of the video game, how your character learned that, but share with your autofill. It's pretty cool. 2 of Cups. Simple, beautiful alchemy. The thought and the feeling coming together and making something new, something beautiful. With the 6 of Cups behind it. Something new, something old, something new. Or something borrowed and something blue. Which one's borrowed? Because the Ace of Wands looks blue. We borrowed death. Why is death the thing that's borrowed? It's not the death card, it's the 10 of Swords. It's the completion of mental cycles. But maybe that is the element that was borrowed. Maybe that was the gift that was offered. These two characters, in the 6 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, they are the same. So there may be a death or a sacrifice offered. Very appropriate for the time of year, by the way. There may be a sacrifice that is offered, and it may not necessarily be your own, or it could be your own, but something is going to be sacrificed for something to be rebirthed, to go from the deaderino, couldn't possibly have died more, Ten of Swords, this overkill, to the rebirth, the phoenix coming up out of the ashes with the Ace of Wands. And what does all of this crazy nonsense accumulate to? Discipline, a self-discipline, a cleaner way of carrying yourself because of this magic, because of this alchemy that you are perhaps performing either within yourself or with another energy, either consciously or unconsciously. Couldn't say, but there is an exchange happening here. There is a lot of love offered in this way, and a lot of genuine and heartfelt gifts that apply their truest meaning and bring about the best, most expected results, obviously. Like this Queen of Wands is like, yes, of course it went this way. She's so stern about it. Like, it was always going to go this way. Okay. I believe you. Geminis. Like I said, where everybody else does things one way, Geminis come at it from the complete opposite side of the spectrum, and you the boss. You the boss here. I believe it. I believe that it's all going to come together. I believe that you have everything that it takes to apply this level of discipline, to make this sacrifice. Again, if this is internal journey, this is the man laying down his life for the woman. Yeah, because he's the one who offers the gift. So this is your masculine giving this gift, this offering of true love to your internal woman, to your internal feeling, and letting that misguidance die so that we can rule more effectively, more efficiently, so we can learn how to exist in that disciplined space of having. Certainly a queen does not go without, but she is also well contained, well presented, and well controlled internally as one. It's that coming together. It's a whole new start, Geminis. Be your man. Be your girl. Treat yourself the way that you want others to treat you. And I do mean it that way. Treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. If you are like single and looking for a relationship type situation, what the best thing that you can do is already be treating yourself the way that you would want your partner to treat you. That way, anybody who comes along has to compete with your best self, with your best man, with your best girl. And if they don't add up, if they don't match up, you already got you. So you don't need less. You can take what is actually meant and made for you, and not need anything else. Fool on the bottom of the deck. go. Is that how that is? That's how that is. Because I know you can make anything happen with anyone, but you can't just make anything happen with just anyone at the same time. The alchemy, the thoughts and the feelings, they need to be unified within yourself so that you can recognize what unified looks like in someone else. And when they have their man and their woman together, and you have your man and your woman together, you are fulfilled, and therefore you can fulfill each other. If you don't have your own self together, if they don't have their own self together, then somebody's always going to be taking more than they're giving. And you don't have to have a Libra Venus to appreciate fairness. Just want to be served, serve yourself. If you want to be served, serve yourself. No, I don't want to hear this, I deserve this, I deserve that. No, we don't deserve here. Do not deserve. Be served. Someone's not giving me this. Fuck them. You give you this. How can you give you that? Oh. That way, when your partner comes to you and doesn't know how to get something, you don't have to look outside of yourself to help them. You can be like, oh, I know how to get this. It's right here. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Thanks for asking. It seems stupid and simple, but it's those stupid and simple things. Like, it is or it isn't. Actions matter. How we got into this. How we get into these love situations. Don't regress. This feels like self-sabotage. This feels like self-restriction. Well, we need to release that. Release expectations and restrictions. They are the same thing. Please don't be plagued or trapped or bound by your own limitations based off of what it is that you expect to see. Make this offer, make this sacrifice with pure love. The purest of love does not have expectations. It does not have restrictions. It is boundless. It is the water flowing. Don't limit yourself. From pushing out that water. It's the struggle, that's the sacrifice. Again, sacrifice has to be made. Maybe we're reducing slowly. I want to keep going now because I don't know why. I don't know why other than 10, 9, 8. That is the only thing that flows with this. Who are you? Who are you? 8. Really had to shake this out of there. Really had to shake you up out of this. Do something. Add another level. Add another layer. Add some more bricks. Hammer in those pentacles. Fortify your structures. Whip that shit into shape. I don't want to hear you crying. I don't want to hear you saying you can't. You tell yourself that you can. And you will. And do it. You'd be surprised. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at that. See? See? He didn't die in vain. Same guy. Same guy. Look at that. He's working to buy that girl an engagement ring. And one day, she gonna be his queen. Get up. Because when the structures of falsehoods finally comes down, when we topple that tower, that's where the real emperor shows up. That's where the true ruler makes his presence known. That is where the divine masculine is found. It's going to be a long and hard battle. The sacrifices will be great. But all of these pieces are steps along the journey, getting you there, getting you through it. It is not gonna be easy. Working through mental cycles and mental blockages, it is going to take a lot of discipline, a lot of hard work. Really doing to get those gears, to get those wheels turning into making things function. And you're right. You were right all along, Geminis. Burn it all. Burn. Let it burn, baby. If you got it, use it. Don't let nothing go to waste. Everything happens because it needs to. It is all a part of the process. And if we are 10, 9, 8, counting down to D-Day, to Destruction Day, to the collapse, know that it is making way, it is making room for better rulership of the self. Better conduct, better representation, better presentation. You're stepping up into the ultimate you. You're leveling up. Thank you, Gemini. It's fascinating. I hope you all have a fantastic moon. We'll see you next time. Because Scorpio season is the initiation of the contraction, where Libra season was perfect balance. It was neither the in-breath nor the out-breath, but the space in between. Scorpio season is when we start to withdraw in and contract. That's us getting ready, pulling back, before we are rebirthed in Aries season.